Along those lines, my jungle junkies, I'd like to take this moment in time to remind you that we are in the midst of rattlesnake roundup season. That's right, our favorite time of the year. And you should always do your best to promote awareness as well as avoid corporate scum sponsors like Walmart who openly support the Sweetwater Rattlesnake Roundup. So do your part. It's important. It's now. The process has begun. And that has absolutely nothing to do with our scheduling over the next month, I promise you.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about. We're good. We're good.
On that note, so welcome to our new listeners tonight. I know we got a lot out there. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much, and we missed you.
Yes,
obviously.
Thank you for spreading the love. Thank you for downloading us. Thank you for checking us out live, and keep spreading the videos around. Keep spreading our show around. It's only going to get better from here.
Yeah, man, we're moving right now, and it's thanks to you guys. Keep the momentum going.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, thank you, Jungle Junkies. Thank you. I love you guys.
Always. Dude, who knew goats could do that?
All right, well, you see, here's the thing is, I thought goats were awesome when they were fainting. Actually, I think this is a sheep, right? This is a sheep.
It is a sheep. It is a sheep.
Okay, so let's...
Who thought ungulates would be really this cool?
Let's be as broad as we can. This isn't a zoological show, by the way.
The screaming is a sheep.
Sheep, goats, whatever. It's called the goat. Yeah. There's a couple of goats in there too. Like, yeah, that goat.
That
Andy,
one is hilarious.
I'm sorry I let you down.
You got to get that one,
We'll
man.
get that one up.
Yeah.
But who knew that? It's got to be like different goats are shaped differently, or sheep are shaped differently, and produce different noises, just like people have different voices. And so I'm assuming that is. But apparently there's this amazing following of screaming goats.
Who knew, man?
And I thought they were awesome just when they fainted.
Those are hilarious.
Yeah, because now I want the screaming one and the fainting one, so they can keep.
If I really had to think about it, I'd still go with the fainting, because I'd probably put a shotgun to my head with the screaming ones.
I want the scream was just to mess with people, so like in the middle of the night, it'll be like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you just hear
See, the problem is, around me, that's what I hear anyway.
Well, it'll just blend anyway.
Fair enough. See, I'd rather have the goat over the screaming one any day of the week.
All right, let's leave goats. We have a lot of business to attend to.
Screaming, fainting goats.
None of which have to do with screaming, fainting goats, my jungle junkies. So onward and forward. Let's get the evening started, shall we, Andrew?
Let's do this.
This is Dominic Monaghan, and you're listening to Urban Jungle Radio. Urban Jungle Radio. Urban Jungle Radio. Urban Jungle Radio.
Do it over Dom.
This is Dominic Monaghan, and you're listening to Urban Jungle Radio.
Thanks for that, Dominic.
All right, I'm sorry, Dominic, for screaming over you. It was my sheep. It was the sheep. I can't control it.
Blame the sheep.
All right, our first guest this evening is an Urban Jungles Radio alumni.
Yes.
There's a huge issue going on right now, Andy, and it's developing literally as we speak. It went down just a couple of days ago, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we'll get all the details. But apparently the construction of a giant dam in Cambodia is threatening the second largest population of critically endangered Siamese crocodiles. So our guest this evening is currently preparing to leave for Cambodia next week to partake in a rescue operation of epic proportions that's about to go down over there. So it's my pleasure to welcome back to the show the zoological manager of Disney's Animal Kingdom and member of AZA Crocodile Advisory Group, Mr. Lonnie McCaskill. Everybody give it up for Lonnie. Lonnie here.
How you doing?
Hey, how are you, Lonnie? Thanks for joining us. I know there's a lot happening, and it's probably happening faster than you can convey at the moment, but can you just break down what it is that's been going on with these crocodiles in the dam?
Well, Cambodia is a quickly developing country, and just like any struggling country, there's kind of having a lot of growing pains. One of the great things about Cambodia is the Siamese crocodile was thought to be extinct in the wild back in the early 90s, and they were rediscovered in Cambodia by Fauna and Flora International when they were doing a rapid assessment survey of the area for other wildlife. They weren't even at the time expecting to find Siamese crocodiles. So after that, they did a kind of quick breakdown and did some intensive surveys all over the country, and in about 5 years identified about 123 different Siamese crocodiles all around the country in different isolated populations. So they've worked intensively with the local Khmer people in the areas and found out that a lot of the Khmers worship this crocodile and revere it, and actually protected it because of the cultural significance. The project and conservation was going ahead really well, and one of the areas with the biggest population was the Orang Valley, which is kind of unique for crocodiles because this is not your typical lowland swamp area. This is actually up in the mountains in Cambodia, and so that makes it kind of a unique situation also. This dam was actually halted prior to December 2012, so we were really hopeful that this would be a long-term relief for the Siamese crocodile, and it was just announced literally within the last week that the dam was back on. Another company is stepping in and going to start reconstruction of that facility. Problem is, the dam itself wouldn't be a nail in the coffin for the crocodiles, because that actually produces, obviously a large body of water, and eventually the crocs, if they survive the flooding and after several years, would do probably okay. But what the problem is once the product is announced and marketed, migrants from all over the country and all over Southeast Asia flock to that area to strip it of all the resources, including the wildlife, before the dam takes place, and also in hopes that somebody will get a job working at that construction site.
Wow.
So right now, that's putting the about 20% of the entire population of Siamese crocodiles in jeopardy, right in crosshairs. So for many years, as this dam is developed and it's filling up, be any recruitment, because as the crocodiles nest just prior to the rainy season, obviously the flooding of the reservoir will overtake the nest, and there more than likely will be recruitment into the population. Right. A double tragedy is they're going to be moving 6 indigenous Khmer communities out of that area that have been there for hundreds of years. So it's kind of a double tragedy.
Unbelievable. I mean, there's a major biological and cultural impact going on here, and obviously that doesn't seem to have any kind of significance to these people.
Well, just like the United States and probably Canada too, as we were developing and building dams to support our infrastructure, Cambodia is going through some growing pains, and they need electricity. Southeast Asia needs electricity. It's kind of one of those unfortunate things. I don't think you're going to be able to stop development. Cambodia is quickly developing, and hopefully that they'll learn from some of these mistakes or learn better ways to possibly, develop their country in the future.
So, I mean, this is what, I'm sorry, I think I missed how many animals you said were initially in this population, but this is probably about, easily a quarter, if not more, of the wild known population in Cambodia.
Oh, yes, it's about 30, possibly 40 animals.
Wow.
And we're talking, these are adult-sized breeding animals, too, so that's where you're going to get sustainable populations from the adult population.
So what is the actual plan now? I mean, you have been preparing almost militia style, it seems, to go and take this amazing undertaking of capturing these animals and trying to relocate them. What is the actual plan? Are you going to be going in there and physically capturing these animals?
Pretty much. There was some reintroductions planned for Cambodia, so there's already sites surveyed that are ripe for new animals to come into those areas. The people that live in the areas and come here, and they're highly enthusiastic about the crocodile being returned. So we're just kind of stepping up a reintroduction project there by relocating these animals, so that we've got habitat identified and ready to go. But yeah, a group of us, a lot of dedicated Khmers, Sam Han, Horling, And to name a few, are going to be going over in the next few weeks and spending probably about 2.5 weeks in the field, and they are obviously will continue on after I'm gone, catching crocodiles and relocating them.
Wow. Are any of these crocs slated for captive breeding programs outside of Cambodia?
No, not outside of Cambodia. There is a breeding program within Cambodia, but right now that's kind of a, right now the main focus of the program, the project is getting these animals relocated, which is a shame because it's kind of putting a major crimp in the conservation program that's already involved in preserving what's already there in Cambodia. So this project is an estimated $40,000 to $50,000, way above what's slated for this year's conservation for Siamese crocodiles by Fauna and Flora International. So this is going to be a major impact for the program.
Right. So Flora and Fauna International is the organization that is spearheading this?
Yes, Fauna and Flora International have been there, shortly after the Khmer Rouge actually left Cambodia, through the many wars that they've been through and internal conflict with the Khmer Rouge. As soon as they were, and their rule ended, Fauna and Flora were right in there and started doing wildlife assessments just to see what wildlife was left. And fortunately, at one time, they had fairly significant tiger populations, and actually they were actually the first people to catch an image of a Siamese crocodile going through a photo trap in an area they were hoping to get photos of tigers. So that's what kind of kicked off the intensive survey to find more populations of Siamese crocodiles in the country.
Wow, that's great. I mean, so obviously we are going to be mourning a very unique habitat and opportunity for science.
Yeah, this is really unique. Again, the Siamese crocodile is very unique, and it's probably not real popular in zoos because it's not a huge crocodile. It's not a big, toothy, man-eater.
Right.
In fact, what's really unique about this crocodile, to this day, there's never been a known attack on a person.
Wow.
Cambodia and I believe Laos and Vietnam. So people there really respect this crocodile. They don't fear it. It's really unique among crocodilians.
Now, have there been any outcry amongst these people, especially those that hold such a high religious relevance for these animals?
Well, yeah, there is, but again, these are just 6 small Khmer villages.
Right.
The population of immigrants that are going to flood the area are going to outnumber them, probably by the hundreds. So there's an outcry. We're trying to bring more awareness to the Siamese crocodile within Cambodia. There's several programs in development to try to raise the awareness within Cambodia. To hopefully one day, that the national symbol would be great.
Right. Are there any other fauna conservation groups targeting any other specific types of animals? Because I'm imagining that the impact of this is going to go way beyond just the crocodilians, given the very unique and endemic animals that we have in Cambodia, in that region. I mean, are there any other groups that are working to do something parallel to what you guys are doing with other animals that you know of?
Oh, certainly. There's a lot of NGO conservation groups within Cambodia, Wildlife Conservation Society,
Great.
Conservation International, World Wildlife Foundation. There are quite a few in there. What's seemed to work well within all of these programs is each program targets. Sometimes it'll target the same animal, but instead of duplicating the same efforts, somebody may be or putting all of their efforts in, say, the bear population or the elephant population. And Fauna and Flora International have been really good about focusing not only on crocodiles and putting a major emphasis on that, but also a lot of emphasis on the elephant population within Cambodia.
So, all right, so you are obviously heading down there, literally going into the trenches, out to rescue as many animals as you can. First of all, good luck and Godspeed. That's a tremendous undertaking, and we're thankful that people like you and Fauna International, they're working to do this. So how is it that the general public, besides spreading awareness, because obviously everybody needs to take the information that we've been putting out about it on Facebook, and we'll also give you some other links, but let everybody know about this, because this is an emergency situation that's unfolding right now, and action needs to be taken literally within the next couple of weeks, at best. So, Lonnie, how is it that we can help you, the general public? What can we do to make as much of an impact on this project as possible?
Well, we're getting a lot of positive response. We've had a lot of several zoos have donated already to the Conservation Fund. There's two ways that they can go to donate to this effort. And literally, only even a week has gone by since we were first alerted to this, and already probably over $15,000 has been raised, but we're still pushing. We definitely need much more than that, and this project is going to go on until probably July before the wet season. Once the wet starts, it's going to be virtually impossible to catch any of the crocodiles because of the rising water naturally in the rivers and just the general field conditions. So they can go to www.fauna-flora.org/donate to get to that, or go to the Fauna and Flora International website, and it's real self-explanatory how to get to the donation page. Also, they can donate to the AZA Crocodile Advisory Group membership, and that's the bank has basically held at the Toledo Zoo for that. And I don't have the exact information with me right now, but that's just another outlet to donate money to.
Good to know. We will make all that information available for you guys on our Facebook page, on our website, and also in the chat room as we can this evening, so that everyone can get this to your attention immediately. It's a very, very important undertaking. This is a critically endangered species of crocodile, and this is one of their last stands, unfortunately. So this is where we're going to have to step in. Lonnie, thank you so much for coming on and telling us all about this tonight. Best of luck. What an amazing opportunity. I know it's kind of a tragedy, but at the same time, it's got to be pretty damn exciting to get over there. And I mean, I know I'd love to go out and catch a bunch of crocs myself. I'm not going to lie. It's all for conservation. We know that.
Oh, yeah,
but
it's
it's
always
fun too.
Conservation.
But I mean, yeah, good luck.
It'll be fun, and it'll be a challenge, and hopefully we're going to turn this into something positive and not have it turn out to be a tragedy.
Awesome. Well, we hope that you come back and give us an update
Yes.
when it all, is the dust settles or the mud clears a bit, and let us know how it's going.
Great. I really appreciate y'all giving me the time to come on and tell about it.
Absolutely our pleasure. Everybody, Jungle Junkies, give it up for Lonnie McCaskill, everybody. Thanks, Lonnie. Take care.
Thanks, Lonnie.
All right, that was Lonnie, everybody. That's a big deal, man. That's kind of scary. We're talking about crocodilians. We're talking about animals with pretty low fecundity rates relative to what they are. It's taken a long time for these animals to mature, and now they're reaching the stage where they're pretty mature in this population, and they're going to get cut down. It's really tragic on a lot of different levels. But, all right, well, there's a plan. There's a plan in action, and so we got to get behind it and support. So make sure you get to Flora and Fauna or to the Crocodile Advisory Group or any of the other links that we'll talk about in a little bit. And do something. Do something today. Please don't wait. This is really, really important. Urban Jungles. Oh, got my screaming goat. Don't know what rhymes with goat.
Moat.
I got dragonfish in my boat.
I like to gloat.
DJ Danny!
Good job.
All right.
A jungle